My favorite way to cook a chicken breast, nothing more than that. Okay, and an amazing jalapeno cream sauce to go along with it, but that's it. My wife Kelly calls this flat chicken. It's a standard, at least twice a week thing to have in this house. We make it, then it goes either on a salad, sometimes into a sandwich, but always extra is made just to be cut, put in a Tupperware thing to eat from when you're a little bit hungry. It's protein, it's delicious, it's not fatty, it's great. And an important part of it is a Ziploc bag. We start with a couple chicken breasts. And here's the thing about a chicken breast. When it comes to cooking, it can be a little difficult because there's a thick side and there's a thin side. Look down here, right? Thin. If you cook it so the thick side is perfect, the thin side is dry and overcooked. If you cook it so the thin side is perfect, the thick side is undercooked and will kill you. Well, maybe not kill you, but you know what I mean. So what's the answer, Sam? You might be asking right now. The answer is you level the chicken playing field by doing this. We take the chicken breast, we put it in this Ziploc bag. At this point, we add only one thing, and that's a little bit of oil. And I'm using avocado oil there, little both sides. And then we get most of the air out, seal it up. And now it's time to flatten. So situated nicely in the bag, you grab a very important item, in this case, a bottle of Kentucky whiskey, hold it like this in your hand, and begin to whack at the chicken, thereby flattening it from thick to an even thinness, like this. Look, use whatever you want. Oh, hello? Use whatever you want. You could use a bottle of vodka if that's your thing, a bottle of gin, anything heavy. You could actually use one of those mallets that they make for this, but I always have some kind of bottle around that's heavy enough that I like to use a bottle. It's one less thing I have to store. And here's the important part. It doesn't matter how thick or thin you make this. What matters only is that it's an even thickness. So it cooks the same all the way. And when you have it where you think it's the same thickness, you open the bag, you take out the chicken, and you put it on a plate, nice and evenly flat. So now I know there's a few questions being asked out there. Number one, Sam, what about these little bits of fat that are on here? You can take them off if you want. I don't really give a shit about them. They're small, they're insignificant. What do we say? Fat means flavor. I'm not wearing a fat means flavor shirt. I am wearing a Make America Cook Again shirt though. New style, do you like it?
Handsome.
Handsome. So, a little bit of fat, take it off if you want. Don't worry about it, it's not a big deal. But somebody will say for sure, he didn't wash the chicken. You don't wash chicken. Unless you're gonna eat it raw, and then you shouldn't do that. Here's what happens. When you take chicken in the sink under that stream of water, all you're doing is splashing the chicken bacteria grossness around the sink, out on the counter. You don't need that. If you're gonna cook the chicken, and I'm pretty certain you are, the heat of the pan, the oven, the grill, whatever you're using is gonna take care of any of that badness. No need to wash chicken. No need to wash turkey. Same thing, just more splattering because the f is huge and the water's gonna go everywhere. We got it? We've taken a piece of chicken that looked like this and like this, made it look like this. Everything's even all the way across. Put it on a plate. We're gonna do this other one, then we'll season it. Oh, and by the way, the oil at this point is not about flavoring anything. It's merely to keep the chicken breast from shredding because it's sticking to the bag. So the oil helps it lubricate, and when you pound on it, it spreads, it doesn't just tear. I know some good old boy out there is going, what the hell is he doing to that whiskey? Well, hold on, Jethro, that's gonna go away in a second and all will be fine and completely drinkable. And by the way, in between the time that I was holding the chicken breast like this, and then I switched and then I went to the tongs in the back, I had cleaned my hands. You didn't see that, you don't see everything. Though we are thinking about shooting a behind the scenes, a BTS if you will, let you see the nonsense that goes on as we get ready for this. And there's plenty of nonsense. Right, Max?
Oh, yeah.
Now we're set, right? We've got our chicken, we're ready. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give it a little bit more of the oil. We're gonna season only with kosher salt and pepper. And then because these just came out of the fridge and I don't like to cook chicken cold, we're just gonna leave it like this for 15 minutes or so. We can start heating the grill, but we're also gonna make this little jalapeno cream sauce that we can serve this with after while we're waiting. You okay with that? Good. So what's great about this is just everything goes into a blender, a processor, or a bullet. That I've not made it in this before, and I hope this is big enough. It should be simple. First ingredient is going to be a can of jalapenos. It's 4 ounces. We open. I don't want the juice. We'll give that a quick drain in the sink. And then in go the jalapenos. We need about a half a cup of yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, non-fat. You don't realize this, but I'm making you healthy by using chicken for a start, and now non-fat Greek yogurt. You're gonna love me for this. I forgot the garlic. So 4 cloves of garlic, if they're regulation size cloves, but I've got 2 giant monsters here, so I'm just gonna use these 2 guys and then 1 smaller one. And the best way to get the paper off the outside is just take the side of a knife, flat, a little hit, it breaks it. There you go, that paper shit just peels right off. And then we go juice of 1 lime, squeezed in, a little salt and pepper, and about 3/4 of a cup cilantro. Our lid goes on, and we're ready. Look at how cool that is though. Jalapenos, garlic, the yogurt, can't see the lime, salt, pepper, and the cilantro. And then in it goes, and we blend. Look, there's 2 on top. Come on, fellas. I know this is a certain death that you might want to avoid, but please. That's it. And after 20-ish seconds, jalapeno cream sauce. Do you have a little taste? And by the way, a whole lot easier to clean than a processor. Check this out. Right? It's beautiful. The color's gorgeous. Look in here. And we taste. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so clearly there's lots of jalapeno, but it's not overwhelming. But don't forget, I'm just having a spoonful of it. It's not on a piece of chicken. It's not in a sandwich. It's not mixed with anything. When you start to mix it and add all that other stuff, the heat comes down. If it's too much heat for you, you know that right off the bat. I'm telling you, the flavors are so good. Maybe try it with a can of chilies instead. But this, and here's the best part. Now I just wash this and this instead of the whole processor and whatever. Bullet is a great thing that I need to remember to use more often. And I can hear somebody asking, so we'll put a link for it below. Okay, this is set. Got our sauce made. Our chicken has warmed up a little bit. And now we're ready to grill. Let's go. The risk of being shit on by potentially everybody, I use a grill spray when I go to the grill. I know there's a lot of the fancy talk about taking a beautiful white towel and rolling it up and tying it with string and dipping that in oil and then going over the grate so food doesn't stick. That's a freaking pain in the ass. Where am I supposed to keep it right now? Because I don't want that. So I keep this in my pantry and then I come out here and I go like this. And there's 2 benefits of this. One, it puts like a non-stick-ish kind of stuff on here, so my chicken or my steak or my lamb chops won't stick. Yes, you've got a little residual smoke for 25 seconds. And the second benefit is that you get to do this. Watch. And it flames up. And I don't know about you, but I love that part. And for anybody that's concerned that the flame from the grill will travel up into this and blow up, it's never happened to me. I'm not saying it will never happen to you, I'm just saying it's never happened to me, so. All right, one more thing before the chicken goes on. I want you to take a really good look here. So there's 2 sides to anything. You would agree on that. Here's the flat side of the chicken, the breast, and underneath is this not flat side that's more rough. What's the word I'm looking for? Corrugated. No, that's not right. It's definitely not as pretty. And the first thing that goes onto a grill or into a pan when you're cooking is the presentation side, the side that you will show facing up. So the first thing that goes in is the presentation side, because that's when the grill or the pan is at its cleanest and you'll get the most pretty cook on whatever it is. So is that good? That makes sense, Max?
Yes.
Okay. So now we take our pieces, little guy here, and then the big guy here, just like that. I like a room temperature piece of meat or poultry and a super hot grill. It's that simple. Now a little extra on this side. We like to season both sides. And you do it from high up because it's hot as shit. You don't want to burn yourself. And now we're just gonna leave it. It's gonna take maybe, at this thickness, maybe 3 minutes aside. So we're gonna give it about 1.5 minutes, and then we're gonna turn it to get those nice marks. And because of the pounding that we did, it's even all the way across, all the way across. Hence, it will cook evenly. We take a little peek after about 1 minute, you're getting some nice marks. So we'll give that another 30 seconds or so, and then we'll give it a flip. You notice when I do this, it's not sticking, because I sprayed it. And I had a lot of juvenile fun doing it too. So now we're gonna give it a 45-degree turn, starting with this little guy. Uh-oh. Look it, after all my conversation about not sticking. Damn it! Why'd you do that? Let's try the big boy. Hey. There, that guy worked fine. And after another 1.5 minutes or so, beautiful, look at that. Now we'll take some of our jalapeno sauce, and we'll put it on right on this guy. Yeah. And just let that do its thing for a bit. And I'm leaving one plain in case Kelly doesn't like it. I won't have jacked up both pieces of chicken. I said that. Her go-to in the fridge is this chicken in bites that she can just stand and power back a few. And after a couple minutes, I like to just make a little cut and have a look inside. You see that? Can you see this? Perfect. This guy will come off. Let it start to rest. Now this guy is ready, but I want to just burn in a little bit of this jalapeno sauce. So we'll flip them on that side just for 30 seconds or so. Add a little more sauce here. Just like a little bit of that. And then, hello sweetheart, let's go. Look it, mamma mia. Time for a bite. Let's try plain first. I love this, just the smell makes me so happy. A little bit of crisp from the grill. Kosher salt, people, please. You know this guy. This is green eggs and ham chicken. This is gonna be a tremendous bite. I know it looks weird. Oh, it smells divine. Oh my God. And just like I said, the extra spice of the jalapeno is brought way down when you add it to something. Not just a spoonful of it, but like that. You want to just make this and keep it in the fridge. A little bit with some mayo for a turkey sandwich, a chicken sandwich, a steak sandwich, tuna fish sandwich. Tuna fish. Who says that anymore? That's in like 1922. Okay, so we do 3 videos a week. That's 150 plus a year, which means we got to think up 150 plus things a year. We're doing okay, but we would love to know what you would like us to make. What do you want to see? So leave a comment on this particular video. Say, Sam, can you make this? Would you do this? Can you try that? I've always wondered about this. That kind of stuff. Help us help you. And if we use your suggestion, we'll send you a Make America Cook Again shirt. Because that's the point. We're making America cook again. Less fast food, less frozen food, less microwaving. It's all that. All right, thank you for being here. It means a lot to us. Subscribe, like, comment. For sure, comment, tell us what you want to see. And we will be back another day. Right here on Sam the Cookie. That was the stupidest ending I've ever had in my life. Meanwhile, the plane is coming, so I better end quick before Max freaks out. See you next time.